Hey guys, it's Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a review on Death Wish coffee. So basically this is an organic ground coffee and it claims to be the world's strongest. Anyways, so many of you know I am a major coffee drinker. I drink so much coffee. I generally drink right now I'm at about 4.5 cups per day. I try not to go too horribly more than that. But every now and then it might be five or so if I'm having a particularly hard day. And then on other days, it might be a little bit less. But typically it's about 4.5 cups a day. That's how I've been for many, many years. I started drinking coffee around 16 or 17. Well, I started trying it when I was much younger, about 8 or 9, but I didn't really start regularly drinking it until high school. So coffee has helped me a lot. It depends on who you are, how your body composition reacts to caffeine. But if you're going to consume caffeine and you need the energy like that, I just highly recommend going with a natural option and choosing just some coffee, without the artificial ingredients in it, and not going with your typical energy drinks that are going to be bad for you, like monsters and venoms and things of that nature. So there are some natural energy drink sources out there, but you want to be really careful about combining various stimulants together, just because that can be really dangerous and it can also lead to panic attacks and irregular heartbeats and things of that nature. So be very careful if you're combining different stimulants. So for me, I just do coffee and it works great. So a little bit more about the Death Wish coffee. So in my opinion, the first time I tried this, I just kind of started combining it with regular coffee and kind of just making it in my drip pot and putting about maybe a spoonful, a teaspoon, and then I moved up to a tablespoon. And so you definitely feel the difference with even just a little bit. So I recommend, if you are going to try this, definitely don't try it if you're any kind of sensitive to caffeine, if you deal with severe anxiety on a regular basis and don't know how to handle that, if you end up getting too stimulated. I do struggle with anxiety myself, which is why it's very important to know your limits when it comes to stuff like this. So I also recommend only using this if you really legitimately need it. If you're not drained, if your life isn't pulling the energy out of you like crazy, you don't really need this stuff. If you're someone like me, you say you've got small children, you're working, you're trying to juggle all these things, yes, then you could benefit from a little bit of this. But I recommend using it in moderation, using small amounts, and it will also make this last a whole lot longer. So the picture is a little intimidating, but honestly, this doesn't really feel much different to me than if I were to drink from Starbucks, like let's say a grande, like a grande latte or a nitro cold brew. I would liken it to a nitro cold brew if I had to compare it to something. So it's not like it's absolutely insane, but yes, it is powerful. So I saw this at the store and I got it, and I thought I would talk a little bit about my experience with it. So today I ended up making straight coffee with nothing but this stuff, and I'm very impressed with how it has helped me getting through my day. I have needed it today. I've been struggling, just having trouble sleeping. I've been struggling with way too much on my plate the last several days. We've had this crazy snowstorm down here in Texas. I'm sure a lot of you have seen on the news what we have been through here. So I have been thankful to have this, especially today. So anyways, so here it says, a little information on the back, as you have already seen, highly caffeinated. So, fair trade and USDA organic, which is really good. So this is very good for you. Dark roast and bold flavor, so it is very strong. So I recommend, you're probably going to want to add some natural creamer, maybe a little bit of almond milk, something that's healthy, even if it's honey, agave, allulose, whatever it is that you use to sweeten, stevia, etc. Harness your superpowers. Let your mind and body be superpowered by 100% organic ingredients instead of toxic chemical stimulants. So yes, that's what I like about this, is that it allows you to get that extra boost that you might not get with a regular cup of coffee. And again, just to recap, I do like this product. I probably won't be using it a whole lot, but I do like the way that it helps me, because sometimes I don't always feel the kick that I need from a regular cup of coffee. So, and interestingly, a fun fact about me is I recently did like a 23andMe DNA test and found out a whole lot of interesting facts about my health and about just genetically how I'm made and different things. And so I also found out that my body, genetically, I am predisposed to processing caffeine, metabolizing it a lot faster than most people. And so that makes a lot of sense for me because a lot of people will tell you, oh, don't drink more than 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day or you're going to be unhealthy. That's so bad for you. Stop drinking so much coffee. When in reality, if you're drinking the right type of coffee and you're drinking it the right way, I mean, some people, I know people that drink 5 or 6 cups a day. My dad drinks about 6 cups a day. So it just depends on you. If you're sensitive to caffeine, do not drink a whole bunch of coffee. That is not good for you. But if you're like me and you're genetically predisposed to metabolizing caffeine quickly, then yeah, this might be something that could help you. But I do recommend mixing it with regular coffee first and then just kind of going up from there and seeing how your body reacts to it, because the last thing you want is to jolt yourself into an anxiety attack or the jitters or putting yourself into an uncomfortable situation. So anyways, just fair warning on that. So I do like the product and I hope this video helps. Thanks for watching.